Cyberpunk 2077 gets John Wick and a definitive release date. Phantasy Star Online 2 is finally a thing in the US. Bungie had a hard breakup and announced Destiny 2 will be going free to play, and just when you thought crossovers couldn't get any weirder, what time is it? Adventure time in Brawlhalla. What's good, everyone? James Blonde here with your weekly recap for gaming news and announcements of the week of June 14th, 2019. And we've got some pretty exciting news this week from E3 and beyond. So let's kick it off with the latest update for Path of Exile. Path of Exile Legion launched this week on both PC and console. Ray-class mightiest military leaders have been locked into an internal conflict for millennia within the domain of timeless conflict. In this new expansion, you'll journey there and do battle with these 5 armies and earn tons of rewards as you carve through their ranks. As your character progresses, you'll work your way up to tackling bigger and bigger numbers of soldiers from each of the armies until finally, you're ready to take on the biggest challenge of them all, a 5-army map. This is without question the hardest in-game challenge currently on offer in Path of Exile, and only the strongest of players will be able to conquer it. Also included in this update is a complete melee combat overhaul that makes melee characters feel more fluid, natural, and fun to play. For a full breakdown on what's included in the new expansion, you should click over to Colton's expansion announcement from the link in the description below. In a bit more free-to-play news, Bungie dropped a massive announcement this past week that Destiny 2 will be going free-to-play this fall. On September 17th, 2019, Bungie looks to put the game back into the hands of the players with all foundational modes, activities, and rewards available to everyone. Destiny 2 will also be launching on Steam at that time, and all of the PC players' progress will go with them, making relocation easy. Cross saves will also be available in the fall, so you'll be able to enjoy playing on your characters no matter what platform you choose to use in a given session. As if all that weren't enough, Destiny 2 will also be launching on Stadia this fall. Stadia is the upcoming Google platform for game streaming that allows you to play your games on virtually any screen. And finally, the next update called Shadowkeep was announced, which sees players return to the moon to take on a returning Iris Morn, who wields a new horrific power that sleeps under the surface of the moon. That sounds kind of interesting. And now on to the main event of the week, E3. At the Kind of Funny Games conference, Rogue Snail announced Relic Hunter's Legend for Steam. Relic Hunter's Legend is a follow-up to Relic Hunters 0 and was created by the minds behind hit strategy RPG Chroma Squad. Relic Hunter's Legend keeps the same art style and allows players to collect tons of relics and items which customize each character. It will also run natively in 4K resolution with unlocked frame rates. You'll also uncover mysteries of the past and get to know your favorite characters better through the game's main story, which centers around time travel and friendship. Rogue Snail also boasts that the game will be completely free to play with no paywalls, and that they will remain completely transparent on monetization practices for the life of the game. That's pretty impressive. Speaking of big follow-ups, TERA's newest update, entitled Skywatch Call to Arms, dropped during E3 this week, and with it comes an exciting new race class combination for Popori, granting them access to the Brawler class. This will also kick off a 4-week leveling event for players, giving them helpful items for hitting certain milestones like reaching level 65 with a Popori Brawler. If you can do this by July 9th, you'll earn the premium Kitten Hidden Mittens weapon skin as a reward. The new update also includes a new treasure map system and brings Gossamer Vault hard mode and an updated Macalarius Catacombs instance for level 65 players to delve. The new treasure map system gives players the opportunity to earn pieces of a treasure map from high-level dungeons. And once the two halves are assembled, they'll be sent on an adventure through the game world to collect chests full of powerful loot. In another huge E3 announcement, during the second annual Into the Abyss event at E3 2019, Pearl Abyss revealed that Black Desert Online is coming to PlayStation 4 in 2019. Pre-orders begin on July 2nd and will include early access to the game as well as an additional in-game reward. BDO will also support 4K resolution with the PlayStation 4 Pro. Pearl Abyss additionally revealed that Black Desert Mobile is launching globally in 2019 for iOS and Android platforms. Currently available in South Korea, Japan, and Taiwan, Black Desert Mobile boasts stunning graphics, skill-based combat, and the most robust character creation suite of any mobile game on the market. On a quick competitive note, Heavy Metal Machine's latest competitive season has already begun. Matches will continue every Saturday until the finals on July 6th. These will go on from 4 p.m. till 10 p.m. and the best teams will go on to the finals to compete for a prize pool of roughly $3,700 US. Not quite the prize pool of Dota 2, but it's getting there. Brawlhalla revealed their newest crossover event during E3 as well, the Adventure Time crossover. The newest patch for the game will feature a new buddy game mode, a new Adventure Time map based on Finn and Jake's Tree Fort home, bonus login gold, and most importantly, new characters. Finn, Jake, and Princess Bubblegum will all be playable as skins for Jahala, Kor, and Lord Vrax. There were also a series of balance changes, as always, including buffs to the guitar, sword, hammer, and lance, and nerfs to the scythe and unarmed combat. Hopefully that doesn't break the game, but I think they know what they're doing. Previously known only as codename Railjack, E3 2019 revealed the new Warframe Empyrean expansion. Not much is known about the expansion, as only a teaser was shown, but more information will be made available during the full reveal at TennoCon 2019 on Saturday, July 6th, just around the corner. Next up, Aurora Studio has a new game mode coming to Ring of Elysium, which was shown off at their E3 2019 exhibition live on Twitch. This new mode will be different from the current Battle Royale mode and will take cues from the previously introduced Night mode. This new mode won't have a shrinking area mechanic, which should make battles more intense. In addition, players cannot rely on blood packs or hiding as a mean to survive. The new mode will also have a new win condition, offering a serious shakeup in how the game is played. To see the new mode in action, you can head over to the official Aurora Studio Twitch channel and check out the video on demand, which is still available. Microsoft also had a huge MMORPG announcement to make during their press conference on Sunday. They've teamed up with Sega to bring Phantasy Star Online 2 and its massive community to the US in spring 2020 for Xbox One. Phantasy Star Online is an instance-based action RPG with a massive following in Japan and should do well on the Xbox One. This one's been a long time in the running, and I think a lot of people are excited that it's finally coming to the US. Likewise, Ubisoft showed off their new free-to-play sports experience called Roller Champions during their conference at E3. There isn't a ton of information available about the game other than that it will be a team-focused roller derby experience that focuses on player skill, cooperation, and intense roller skate-based combat. Next up, SMITE's most recent patch, which launched during the festivities at E3, got the full breakdown treatment from Jason over at MMOS.com. Click on over to check it out from the link in the description below. And now we're going to move on from the MMO-based E3 announcements to some of our favorite more mainstream announcements coming out of the show. I'm going to hit you with these shotgun news style, so try to keep up. Of course, there's a lot to talk about, but by far one of our favorites is the gameplay reveal for Final Fantasy VII Remake. The hybrid turn-based and real-time combat system looks like a blast, and the visuals and the character interaction during the combat maintain the game's connection to the original. The only thing missing from the Scorpion boss fight was someone yelling a mistranslated line about attacking while the tail is up. The developers of the Divinity series showed off a teaser trailer for Baldur's Gate 3, a continuation of the hit RPG series that's laid dormant for years. Whether this new iteration of the game will be a new story or continue with the cast of characters seen in the original two games is still unknown, but we can certainly hope. During the Square Enix press conference at E3, they revealed Outriders, a game developed by the creators of Gears of War, Judgment, and Bulletstorm, People Can Fly. Outriders is a 1 to 3 player drop-in, drop-out cooperative shooter set in a dark, desperate sci-fi universe. Mankind is bleeding out on the planet of Epoch, and the only hope to set things right are the Outriders. Next up, Age of Wonders Planetfall got a new E3 trailer which showed off some of the factions playable in the game. One of these is a faction of dinosaurs armed with lasers. If that isn't enough to sell you on the game, then nothing will be. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Quarantine will be a brand new 3-player tactical cooperative FPS game. This game centers around some kind of devastating infection that players will have to contend with and will be available in 2020 for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC. The new trailer for Borderlands 3, which I am super excited about, showed off more of the game's story, where players will team up with 3 friends and take on the Children of the Vault. Children of the Vault is the name given to a psychotic cult that want to either recruit or destroy Vault Hunters. The 4 classes and their powers were also shown off briefly in the trailer, including the power to summon a giant mech or a series of beasts to do your bidding as either the gunner or the beastmaster, respectively. The Siren seems to have more of a focus around melee combat this time around, with the power to spawn 6 additional arms as one of their abilities. And finally, the Operative teleports around the battlefield rapidly, switching between weapons to deal with every situation he comes across. Now, while the fear that Borderlands 3 may fall victim to the monetization practices of its publisher, 2K Games, is ever present, it's kinda hard to see a trailer like that and not be excited for the game. Also, another game I'm convulsing with excitement about. Bethesda showed off a good bit of the new Doom Eternal, slated for launch in November. Doom Eternal will take players to multiple dimensions, including heaven this time around, and reveal overwhelming amounts of violence, carnage, and demon slaying. The Doom Slayer is coming back in a big way, and they also revealed a new PvP mode where 2 players control demons versus 1 Doom Slayer. Battle mode. Not so creative name, but a really cool game mode. In another huge Microsoft announcement, Microsoft acquired the developer behind Psychonauts and Brutal Legend Double Fine. As a part of this announcement, a massive trailer for Psychonauts 2 was shown. Psychonauts 2 tells the story of Rasputin Aquato, a gifted acrobat with psychic powers, as he fulfills his lifelong goal of becoming an international psychic super spy. In other words, a psychonaut. Raz joins the Psychonauts at a dangerous time. A mole has infiltrated the organization and is planning to resurrect history's most cruelly powerful psychic villains. Not knowing who to trust, Raz must dive into the history of the Psychonauts and that of his own family to fight the demons of their shared past. Next up, CD Projekt Red revealed at E3 not only Cyberpunk 2077's release date, but Ted Logan, aka John Wick, aka Neo, aka Keanu Reeves plays another badass in the game. Fair warning, the game's E3 trailer is fairly graphic, so viewer discretion is advised. Awesome overload is real and can be an issue. Keanu Reeves even made a special appearance at the press conference to show off his character, Johnny Silverhand. What kind of name is that? It's awesome. And to reveal that the game will launch on April 16th, 2020. Couldn't happen soon enough. The creators of Assassin's Creed Odyssey showed off their new project entitled Gods and Monsters. Not a lot was shown on the game, but the cartoonish art style and lack of blood in the trailer suggest it may be a bit more tame experience than what fans of Assassin's Creed are used to. We'll have to see how that goes. Trailer looks good. And finally, Ubisoft showed off a new Watchdogs game called Watchdogs Legion. The game centers around near-future London, which is currently facing its downfall. The people are being oppressed by an all-seeing surveillance state, private militaries control the streets, and a powerful crime syndicate is preying on the vulnerable. The fate of London lies within you and your ability to recruit a resistance force to fight back. There is no doubt that this year's E3 was a comeback. Tons and tons of sweet games, sequels, and more to look forward to starting in the second half of 2019 and well into 2020. Let us know in the comments below what you're looking forward to from the E3 announcements this year. All I know is it's probably going to cost me a computer upgrade in order to handle it all. Anyway, guys, that's about it for all the major news and announcements for this week. For more information on the news topics, check the links in the description below, and feel free to discuss the news or even more news in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. But until next time, guys, that's going to be it from me. I'm James Blonde. See you out there, gamers.